if the buttons work properly. Hey, it works.
Hey, there we go.
Set up.
Hello, everyone. Hello out there. We're on the air. It is hockey night tonight, but that's not why we're here.
Hockey.
What's hockey?
Who the fuck cares about that?
We won the Worlds this afternoon. It's over. We're done.
I don't know what you're saying.
If you look closely at the overlay around the dice screen there are in fact people playing hockey.
Really?
Yes,
there are. That's delightful. That's a special touch.
Can't see it yet. Got an ad going here.
All right. So, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome back to the Mercenaries of Mischief. We start today with a little explanation. At the Avalon Knights Academy, ever since the Avalon Knights were established, there's been a tradition over the years. In the winter months, when things become inhospitable in the lands, any adventurers that can return home from their journeys once it is no longer feasible for them to go on, do so this time of year. And so the administration at the Keep operate a kind of festival, a large feast for everyone, to celebrate all the adventurers returning home safely. Part of this tradition is while the feast is being enjoyed, friends who do not see each other every day, who are frequently off delving dungeons, slaying monsters, and raiding tombs, meet up, get to know each other again.
Thank you. Hey, Faded. Nice to see you, buddy.
Hello.
Well, shit.
Wow, thank you.
I mean, thank you, but I mean, seriously.
Wow. Once again, it's good to be back. This is a good time to really just to since your flow's been interrupted anyways. For all y'all who are like, hey, what's going on with the break right now? We do have content that we're making, and it's all going to end up on YouTube. Some of it's going to be live, but if you want to see stuff before it's totally edited down in its raw form and ahead of time, our Patreon is a great place to do that. You can join for as little as $1, and you get access to all of the premium content. So that's not.
If you want to keep up with what we're doing, definitely check out our Discord and our Twitter. Now, as I was saying,
we return to the narrative.
A time for adventurers who have not seen each other for a while, friends who have spent many months, many days away from each other in the darkest places of this world, shrug off those times and say hello to everyone and exchange gifts and wish each other well on the journeys to come ahead. And we now return to this festival, this tradition which has gone uncelebrated for years, and for the first time in 30 years returns to the Avalon Knights Academy. Inside the main keep, in a massive banquet hall, Cookie, along with Melissa and Tommy, running around, setting tables, bringing out delicious foods. And everybody's coming together. And you are now free to move about the cabin.
Are we having a feast?
Yes?
It's much more than that, eh? It's a new tradition, eh? And I'm playing whack-a-mole with Twitch. I have a box on the counter that's got 12 holes in the top of it, and he's inside the box, and he keeps popping up, and I try and hit him with a foam hammer.
Oh, he's alive again.
Yeah, well, I've had lots. I've had more than an hour here, right? So I can bring him back.
Yeah. You can't spend all day whacking your weasel.
Yes, I can eat it to shit. It's Christmas. Bang, bang.
This went off the rails immediately. That's...
What is Christmas? I thought we were doing some other thing.
What is the festival for?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with this either. It's very...
According to Avalon
Eating, and
Knights...
Jobetta takes a big bite of something.
Well, that's part of it, you see. Part of it is that Well, it gets pretty cold out in the Forgotten Realms this time of year. So, a lot of adventurers can't continue on their journeys. Everybody who can makes their way back to the keep, and we put on a little celebration for everyone. Time was, folks who come back who hadn't seen each other in a while, well, they'd exchange some gifts with each other. We'd have a nice little celebration before we got off to the next year ahead. So we're doing it again, now that this place is full of friendly faces again.
So when was the last time this happened, eh?
Oh, about 30 years ago before we disbanded. So it's nice to have it up again. I miss cooking for such a large crowd.
Well, let's get this out of the way early then. For those 30 years ago and those much more recently, to those that have gone before. And I toast the room.
Rose is just kind of very confused and spends some time thinking real hard. This doesn't make sense to her.
The big toasts go all around.
No one notices, Roll. That's fine.
I see Rolda's confusion. Think about the words.
Somebody
and go,
needs to change the
okay.
batteries in their smoke detector.
Yeah, that's me.
Fire safety is important. Public service announcement.
I see Rolda's confusion at the toast, so I just give him some toast.
Rolda's a lady.
I give her some toast. I'm tired.
Pronouns.
Roll doesn't have
He gives
particular
somebody some toast.
I give people toast.
Them. Gave them toast.
Yeah, there you go. So everything's drinks are flowing. There's a massive table spread out in this hall, and it's beautifully lit. There's a collection of adventuring packs accumulating in the corner. As is tradition, people come in and you just set all that stuff aside because it's not about that today. It's about shrugging that off and just relaxing for a little while with friends and family.
Guess I put my book
I've
away.
missed Twitch about 10 times, so I'm pissed off, so I start pouring beer into the box through the holes.
Oh, I guess this means that I win.
I'm just trying to get you drunk and slow you down, you little shit. I got my rubber hammer and I'm waiting for him to come out drunk.
I am not slow, you're just old.
Oh, I close all the holes in that box in a minute, you little bastard.
I'm gonna take a drink and just go, thank God Alan isn't here.
Are you guys okay? Like,
Yeah.
are y'all still, you know?
Dude, we're not a couple.
Why didn't
I
don't-
I understand it feels that way. It very much feels that way. But still,
now that you say it,
Alan, we need someone to stay behind watching the bar, and the new guys aren't quite there yet.
Oh, speaking of the bar, I got this for you. And I reach into my belt and I pull out a stick. It's about that long and it's got a big, like a knot on one end. That's for you, eh?
All right.
No, hit me with it. Hit me with it, eh?
I take a moment. I look at Guy, and I strike him across the face.
I'll take
Very
the
well.
damage. It doesn't matter. And nothing happens.
Really?
Wait a minute. And I go to the bar and have like 6 quick shots. And I come stumbling back. Hit me again.
Okay, I hit him with enough force to deck a regular person.
Yeah,
Very
so
well.
yeah, from the floor, as I fly through the air onto the floor, you hear the stick say, "Go home, you drunken bastard." That's for the bar, eh? You put that behind the bar.
Is this a?
It's an instruction stick. And I start crawling up off the floor.
An instruction shillelagh?
Yes,
Awesome.
every time you hit the drunk guy with it, it tells him to go home, eh?
So if I tap you very lightly,
It whispered to me to go home.
excellent.
So you
This
can
will
have
do
the
quite well.
settle and then the not so settle.
You walk up behind him and tap him on the shoulder. If he don't get the message, right in the ear hole, eh?
Yes, that is excellent.
I saw the neighborhood your bar is in. You might need sometimes not just the mace, eh?
Yeah, I mean, it's like a 20-minute walk from the academy. It makes it getting here really easy, but you know.
It's all those students, eh? You have to send them home. They got no self-control.
No.
Meanwhile, back to the bar for more shots.
More drinks.
I mean, if we're giving gifts, key 3, marry something. and I give you a small box.
I shake it lightly.
It's just kind of a wooden sound inside.
I mean, that seems about right. I'll open it up.
It's a little... So it's two things. It's a little necklace with a dagger on it,
Oh.
and it's a little wooden figurine of you wielding the duelist companion.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, I didn't know what else to do.
Necklace, huh?
I'm really glad you like it. Otherwise, it was just going to be whiskey.
You 3D printed your character. That's really nice.
I mean, I still have some skills. Not a lot, but still.
Little bit of carving. Alan may have helped. We'll see.
Did you paint it or at least prime it, or is this just bare plastic?
It's just a... It's been varnished
Ooh,
Ooh, fancy.
because it's completely wood.
nice.
It's also made of... I had to look this up. Orage? I think it's a really ridiculously strong wood.
Oh, okay.
So you can't bend or break it very easily. It's
Fancy.
lots of small parts.
I will keep myself company.
Nice.
That's great. And also, I'm gonna kind of sneak some food under the table and see if Talem is there to...
Oh, Talem.
How about
Talem is at your side in a moment,
Yes.
and eagerly gobbling up scraps.
No, this isn't scraps. This is a full plate I made.
Oh, full plates then. All right, eagerly gobbling up full plates.
Is that dragon getting greener, or is it still very dark green?
It's just I need to check on the dragon situation.
I need to know if we got a shadow green dragon or just a green dragon, like a small problem or a major problem.
It's pretty green at this point.
Okay, I'm feeling better about that.
You don't have to worry, Talem's nice. Isn't that right? Aren't you, Chichi Face?
Yeah, we got along super well. The 10 minutes he sat on my mace and stare in my eye like he's going to eat me when he gets bigger.
Talem, you
Oh.
wouldn't do that, would you?
Speaking of sitting on things and maces,
William's like, he just does that sometimes. He has 100-yard stairs.
Gee, I actually have something for you. It's too small.
Don't banish me, it was a joke.
That hasn't happened yet. Anyway,
Shit, I got my timelines mixed up.
Come on, guys. Continuity now.
I hand. I was like, actually, one's from Handy, and I lift up my hat, and Handy just kind of pops out, and he's holding a whoopee cushion. and before as he's handing it, I'm like, I worked with someone else, and we managed to cast Stinking Cloud in that. So it's kind of a one-use thing, but when you do use it, there's that. And then I take a small brown paper package, and I'm holding it, and it's that look like I just like... And I have to preface this before I give this to you. You lost your mace, and I know you don't love combat, so I got you something for combat. And I hand him this.
I've taken the first present and very carefully laid it on the counter so as not to have it go off. And there's a over. No, he's flat out tearing up. There's a backstory thing to do with a whoopee cushion, like you couldn't have known about it, but yeah, that really hit home. And then what is in the package?
Did you open it?
And I start pulling it open. Yeah.
You open it, and it is a very well made black leather whip. But on the tip of it, instead of having like frayed bits, it's just a bunch of feathers. So it's a whip, and I'm telling him, and I'm like, so when you use that, it probably won't hurt anyone, but it might at least, distract them. So still useful, but
I didn't know we could give sex toys.
That is so amazing, Pen. That is so thoughtful, eh? You know,
Yeah.
there's a whole joke that starts with the sentence "tickle your ass with a feather."
I'm turning around and walking off.
And Guy, if you aim for the face, you can make people sneeze.
And
I'll
about-
tell you later. It's really kind of funny. Thank
This
you,
is-
my friend. And I figure out how to hang it off my belt so that the feathers are really clearly showing. Like I want it to be really obvious.
This is why I prefaced it.
Thank you, my friend. This is both amazing thing, eh?
You're welcome. I'll be over here.
Be over here. Don't tell me that story.
Either one of them. There's two stories.
So the meal hasn't fully kicked off just yet. Things are still being brought out, and people are still coming in. So there's still, it's actually the whole contingent of goblins and kobolds and everything are being seated here as well. You guys have like a large head table, and then there are like lanes of tables laid out.
That one magic school.
I'm gonna.
I'm not at the head table. No
I'm
way.
gonna
I'm
scooch
sitting-
over to Rolda and be like, "Do you look a bit confused?"
All of these people were on adventures.
Yes. Or part of the keep.
And they came back.
Yeah.
Ragai said that true adventurers don't look back and don't come back.
Well, I think maybe the first part might be kind of true, but you can return someplace.
He said that adventurers can't have homes. And you can't go back if you have nowhere to go back to.
Well, then I guess we're just breaking all the rules.
I have learned a lot from Wormspit. And some of the things are different than the things Rhaegar taught me.
Who's Rhaegar?
Rhaegar is the Furbolg who found me when I was an egg.
Oh,
Joanna looks pointedly at Lilith.
But Wormspit seems very smart. And you all seem like real adventurers. So maybe Rhaegar was wrong about those things.
well, I think there are, a lot of different ways to be an adventurer. So maybe his way of being an adventurer, you don't return home, but our way, we do.
I mean, to be honest, it sounds a bit like a sad asshole. Like me!
Wormspit walks by and kind of pats Rolda on the shoulder and says, "We are all very smart. I simply guide you in the correct direction to discover it."
K3, do you know Mr. Wormspit? He is very smart.
He is.
And a somewhat drunken Marcus Phoenix kind of steps up. Rolda, I certainly understand what you mean. There were times, certainly, where I was a rolling stone which could gather no moss, and I would travel about without a home, without a land to come back to. Truly, I was a lone wolf. But that life simply cannot agree with you forever, and it is nice to have a warm place to come home to. Once you're done with your murderonomy and murderology.
Oh, he stopped. I was 5 seconds away from banishing him. He does go on, eh?
If he was wrong about that things, do you think maybe he was wrong about other things?
Perhaps?
Depends on the things. I'm sorry I've inserted myself into your conversation. I'm sitting next to you guys.
He's like
It's
leans
just a-
over. He's like, "What are you guys talking about?"
Party, you hop between conversations.
Well, he said that kobolds with wings had to hide being kobolds and having wings. But you have people here with wings, and you have kobolds here. And they seem fine.
Yeah. I mean, whatever makes you comfortable.
Rhoda,
Yes, Miss Lilith.
would you like to take off your robe to have your wings shown?
Well, it's kind of cold right now.
True. True. But later?
I don't think I need this.
Well, that just makes it easier for me to put on a gift for you.
You got me a gift?
Yes. I was taking my anger out on you, and I apologize for last time. And this gift-giving thing has kind of worked out conveniently. So, Rhoda, come here.
Okay.
And I go to my pocket, and I pull out a satin ribbon that would match her robe. So it's orange as well. And I'm going to have fun drawing this later. And I'm going to tie it around her semi-little stubby horn thing. And it's basically, I tied a bow. And it has like crystal looking, like topaz color sequins, like in the middle of the ribbon.
Aw.
So it's like shiny looking.
It's
And
very
then-
shiny. Does it look pretty on me?
Lovely. And whenever you're ready, I have one more gift waiting for you when you're ready to spread those wings.
They're not strong.
That's fine.
But maybe if I exercise them?
Maybe.
That's how people get strong, right? With exercise.
Yes.
Sometimes through magic and being tortured. I'm not
You could
here.
probably.
Richard just
Richard's
shoving
just,
food in
he's
his
just
mouth.
walking around finding conversations to interrupt.
It's like Cookie like passes Richard a roll and says, "I kind of hoped you might find a better personality after this."
No.
Rhoda, I'm going to introduce you to Melissa. She has wings, and she can probably tell you and help you whenever you're ready to spread your wings.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan?
I'm learning a lot with worm spit now. I'm going to be very busy.
Well, whenever you're free then.
Yes. I would like to try.
That's usually the right step. All right, I'm getting a little too sappy. Where's the bar? Cookie?
Yeah, before
Some
she goes,
eggnog, please.
Before she goes, I'm gonna grab her and hug her leg.
Aw.
Shit, she's adorable.
And Jobetta, just to fuck with Lilith and keep this rolling, she's gonna pull out of her bag a wrapped box.
A rat box?
Wrapped.
I
I'm
thought
not
about this for a long
Redan.
time. There's 6 of the little bastards in there.
So there's a bigger box and then there's a smaller box. In the smaller box, it says to open that one first.
Thank you.
In the smaller box is a key. And the top of it is a mold engraving of your hand open with a chain link in it. And there's a button right here that if you push it, it breaks the chain.
Nifty.
And then a second little key pops out.
Chain breaker.
And then the bigger box is just like probably like this. And the bigger key opens the box, and then there's a hidden compartment inside the box that the smaller key opens. That's hidden.
I can see Jabetta just instructing Lilith. Okay, and then you have to put the key over here.
Yeah.
Normally
Well, it's,
just on
you
that,
just
right?
there's like a latch on the inside of the box
Mm-hmm.
that you pull from behind that you wouldn't be able to see if you didn't know it was there. And then it opens up to the keyhole for this little key.
Oh, this is unique. Awesome.
But yeah, the key itself it's just your hand that breaks the chain, and then when you put the little key back inside, it pops back open. And then it's got like a little loop on it, so you can put it on a necklace or whatever you want to. And as she hands it to you, also on the inside of the box, there's an engraving of everybody at the keep. But when she hands it to you, she says, so that you can remember you're the one that breaks the chains that bind you, not anybody else. And the box inside is lined with like velvet purple, like purple velvet.
That's so sweet.
It is. Lilith gets really teary-eyed.
You guys are so
She does that little ugly scrunching the face thing, like not trying to cry. Well, damn, this is really sweet. She goes and gives Jabetta a hug.
Jabetta takes a shot.
Did you just dodge Lilith and take a shot?
No, she didn't dodge it, but like over you hugging her, she's like,
grab it.
For just a second, I heard Jobetta took her shot, and I was waiting for you to say just grabbed her by the face and planted a kiss on her.
No.
But...
I'm a Mary Sharp.
Sharp will kick my ass.
Literally.
That would be a bad fight. That's for sure.
With Jabetta taking a shot, Lilith get excited, and she's like, oh, it's on for tonight. More shots, please! This girl, she can sing and dance on the bar tops. You must see.
All right.
I brought
Melissa
product from my
swings
bar
by.
for specific reasons.
Now you're talking.
Melissa swings by with a tray of drinks. She's like, I got you, sister.
Oh, and then finally she remembers, like, oh, right, this is a special occasion. And Lilith's going to run to her room and look for that bottle of wine that Melissa got Lilith way while back.
Way back when.
Way back when.
Been so long.
Callbacks.
I know, right? If it does something, I'm going to laugh and be like, wow, that would have been useful way back then. Gonna find out, though, tonight. Yay.
Mr. Betta, can I talk to you?
Sure.
Kalimar sent me to help your friend who did not come home. And you seemed the most sad about it. I think that Kalimbar and Celine are friends. So I don't think that she would mind if you had this. And she takes out, it's like a little stone symbol of Kalimbar, the fist holding the scales, but it's like the back of it is all kind of craggly, like it's clearly was chipped off of an altar. And she hands this to you. Like it had been carved into a solid piece of stone, and it was chipped out by
It
someone
was
else.
like carved, taken out.
Joanna kind of looks at the back of it and like turns it over, and she says, thank you. This is... Did you make this? She said tentatively.
No, I found it.
Maybe not a whole lot of questions to be asked.
Yeah. I said, how big is it? Is it like?
It's like it takes roll to kind of. It doesn't really take your 2 hands, but it's solid. It's gonna fill your hand. It's like one of those big, garish crucifixes you find in an old Italian woman's house.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay.
Like it came off an altar.
There's an altar missing this piece somewhere.
Right?
Like this.
A little trail of cobalt scales.
You better don't think about it. Don't think about it.
Yeah, that's pretty much what she's doing right now. She's like, somewhere and somewhere has been desecrated off of an altar, but I'm gonna let it go for now.
Keep in mind, it was just handed to you by somebody who clearly has powers granted by Kellenvor.
Yeah,
As
so
far as
you're
anyone who can
not
tell.
that upset about it.
So
It was with good intention.
might be a story there, you don't know.
Yeah, and Gilberta kind of she's like, thank you. I will have to think on the best place and the use for this.
To remember your friend.
As if I could ever forget. And Gilberta, it's too...
And rollable cast calm emotions.
And
It's okay.
And Gilberta will she doesn't want to put it in her bag because it's so heavy. So she kind of thunks it down on the table.
As always, rollable cast calm emotions.
As per usual.
Very well.
Well, at least you've already got her.
I'm pretty sure you're high enough wisdom to just reject it if you want.
Yeah.
So you can feel better or not.
I'm gonna not.
I think
You
we got
decide.
Rhoda's catchphrase already.
I cast
calm emotions.
I thought her catchphrase was "Hi, I'm Rolda."
I thought it was "I'm here to help." I don't know. She's very marketable.
Got a bunch. We got
thought it was
a whole range of T-shirts.
Hayutea.
I was making up the overlay for today, and at first when I spotted merchandising, I was like, "Oh shit, no, Rolda."
So-
That's her name, Rolda.
While this has all been unfolding, Jinja has been sitting on Redan's shoulder, watching it all go.
My God.
And Jinja turns to Redan and says, "Redan, I got you a friend. I got you a present too."
I don't need a present. You're the best friend ever.
Hey, you're my best friend ever.
Faded ruin.
Faded ruin.
He said bits for my heart.
And that's why your present is a hug. And he hugs the side of your face.
Oh my goodness.
2 fingers, give him a squeeze.
You got icing in your eye.
You're the best friend ever.
You're
Gifts
the
are
best
stupid.
friend ever.
Gifts are stupid, but that was nice.
Aw.
Wow.
Do you want to come with me? I've got some adventuring to do.
Everybody passes gifts. Redan's like, this is stupid.
Whoever got Redan's gift is just like, oh yeah, no.
Yeah, really.
Well, that doesn't
Somebody
make
open a
sense.
window.
No one
did
even
get
gives
Redan's
gifts.
That's
No
not
one
got to it
ever
yet.
gets
Oh, I
gifts.
was muted. I was saying Key3 is starting to walk up to Redan and hears that and just turns.
Yeah. Just well, never mind.
Jinja, do you want to go on an adventure?
I do want to go on an adventure. But
Okay,
there's a lot of fun stuff happening here. I don't want to miss it.
You can stay here or come on an adventure. It's your choice.
Where are we going?
I'll tell you when we leave.
Okay.
Okay, but you have to be quiet once we go.
After we go?
Once we leave the room.
Okay.
Okay, but first
We're
don't
going
say
on an adventure.
Shh, shh. Okay, be quiet right now.
You
Okay.
said after. Don't even.
I'm gonna walk over by Pen, and as I'm passing Pen, I'm gonna throw a book onto the table. Be like, "Here, don't let your book eat it." And I start walking away, and then I turn around and I give him a big hug from behind. Be like, "You're a good friend."
Aww.
And if you look at the table, the book, it says "The Nature of the Hand."
Oh, wow.
I was so scared this was what you were going to give me.
And I go walk off.
My greatest fear. Thank you.
And I'm walking towards living quarters.
Sorry, Kid 3. Guess your gift can suck it.
I guess he's not staying for dinner?
Ginger is just sitting on your shoulder with his covering his mouth.
Ooh, yeah.
You don't think he's planning to leave the keep, do you?
I don't.
I have a gift
care.
for him.
I can give him enough alcohol to make him so that he doesn't go anywhere.
Doesn't drink.
Yeah.
I can knock him out with my forget-me stick.
How about I pick up the book and I'm tucking it under my robe, just like, yeah, well, how about we go, all go get him. We can all go. Just
this
like
is gonna go
not
so bad.
I don't. If he wants to leave, then fuck it. He can leave. I don't really care.
That's some bullshit, and you know.
Hang on, Redan. I want to show you something. Hang on.
I'm following.
Okay, are you two, the Warlocks, are you following Verdan? Are you going to bring him back?
I guess I need someone to try this.
Kid 3, I don't know. I'm sorry.
The two of them might be going. I've got another plan.
Or if someone's going after Redan to keep an eye on him, then we'll be like, oh, okay, I can relax then.
Why is the person with no powers going after him?
I'm also going.
Too. I'm like running, holding a bag.
Wait.
Okay, so Redan, you head over to the living quarters. Do you have any particular place that you're going to?
I'm looking for Gilbetta or Lilith's room.
Okay. You know exactly where they are.
I like how me and Gilbetta are just like, what's going on?
Whichever.
We're not going after him.
It's just like, well, shit.
I was totally going after him. Whoa.
Play cool. Look at your book.
Quick shoulder check to make sure no one's down the hallway.
We're definitely
down
There's Pan standing at the end of the hallway.
Shoulder check down the hallway. There's Richard, Penn, and Key 3 running after you, desperately holding a bag.
I wish you guys did a performance check and just act cool, like all cool and whatnot. Like, no.
Oh, I wouldn't have done a performance check at all. It would have just been.
What are you doing?
Clearly, we're here.
You left before I could give you your gift.
I don't like gifts. Ginger already gave me a hug.
I just go in and I give like Redan a hug, which is just like around his shins.
Yeah.
I was like, but I also got you this. I hold up it's just a clinking bag.
I feel uncomfortable, but thank you.
They're mislabeled.
Ginger is just like.
I don't know what's happening.
I'm gonna look in the bag really awkward.
So in the bag you see there are 3 bottles of that have a label of energy written on them, and they contain a bluish liquid. So my mom makes these tonics, and well, this one kind of didn't do what we meant it to, but it turns your tongue bright blue, and I thought that's something you would really enjoy.
Oh,
like
my
bright,
God.
almost glowing blue.
Oh my God! You can be purple with a blue tongue. Oh my
Because
God!
of the ring.
Oh my God! How do you know me so well?
I just watched you play a couple of pranks, and this seemed like, hey, we screwed up the tonic. This has been sitting in my parents' attic for like 5 years, so hopefully it hasn't gone bad, but
I promise you it will be fun, especially if it's gone bad.
That's almost better, really.
Yeah, Frank.
This is the equivalent of being like,
and I can see shit.
I'm just gonna give my cat the box.
Thank you very much. I was dreading this entire exchange. I appreciate this.
Aw.
Thank you for the book, though.
You're welcome. Don't let your book eat it.
I'll do my best.
Would you like some non-alcoholic green fairy? I'm trying it out.
No, thank you.
Good. It's crap anyways.
Do I taste vodka and wheatgrass? No.
It's healthy. Shut up.
It's essentially what it is.
I'm going to be back to the main room before dinner. I just need to lay down for a moment.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
In
And
my
I walk
room?
towards my room.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna walk towards my room very quickly and just take a peek inside. It's been a while.
All right. It is a normal room.
And then you see close the door. Cool, we can go.
Anything cool in there?
No.
Damn
And there
it.
never will be.
Could you be less subtle?
Uh,
I mean, like nothing above the floorboards at least.
Ah,
I want necrotic toothpicks. Anyway.
As soon as I stop
Even your
hearing
camera is an open revolt against your necromancy. Every time you blurt, you go out of focus.
as soon as I stop hearing footsteps down the hallway, I'm going to poke my head back out.
Okay. There is no one around.
I'm going to sneak over towards Gilbetta or Lilith's room, whoever is closest.
All right. Closest to your room would be Gilbetta's.
I'm going to gently check the door.
Okay.
Is it locked?
no.
No.
I appreciate you being honest.
I wish it was.
Thanksgiving. Why don't you people lock your doors?
They need Marcus Phoenix to enter their door without their
She's like,
permission, and I think it'll
check
take
the
more
door.
caution.
Is it locked? Yes. Super locked. It's got 12 locks. It's
Yes,
got all-
actually 12 locks. It's got a hand. You have to have a handprint. Like it's a whole thing.
Marcus
Richard-
still somehow got inside and is naked on your bed.
Roll that has a room.
That's
She is not
little,
aware of it yet.
Not Jomena.
I mean, Richard's room is locked, but that's just because of Penn.
Yeah.
I'm going to sneak
Necrotic
inside
toothpicks, my
Okay.
and just take out of my bag the Temple of the Two Sisters book,
Okay.
place it on her bed, walk
All right.
back out, close
All right,
the door,
Much
And then-
calmer than what I was expecting.
and then walk towards Lilith's room.
Very well.
Now we can wait. I have no rush.
Look, we can do this right now.
How are you gonna get in, buddy?
Oh, I have my ways.
All right.
I'm going to check the door.
Okay. Lilith, what is the condition of your door?
It's probably like a standard lock, another lock on top.
Okay.
A little.
Okay.
The
I gotta
door
do
is
shit,
double
but-
locked.
Lilith's trying.
I'm going to peek through the keyhole. Can I see the inside of the room?
God damn it.
Yep. There it
Yeah,
is.
you can't keep him out.
Yep.
Ginger, meet me on the other side of the room. I try to teleport over.
Because Ginger
All right.
slid under my door before.
And you teleport over, and Ginger climbs underneath the door. And then, as soon as he stands up, hands back over the mouth.
Yep.
Good
Wait,
job.
Was Ginger on his shoulder?
Yeah.
I'm just imagining little gingerbread legs breaking.
Not the gumdrop buttons.
But his hand's still covering his mouth the whole time.
Yeah.
He picked up his legs and covered his mouth.
Oh, if only I was fresh, I'd be all soft and squishy.
I was quiet over here. Am I a good friend? Am I a good friend?
I can't feel my legs.
I don't feel so good, Dad.
Why is there so
Ginger,
much
you gotta
red
pull
ice?
yourself
Oh my
together,
god, he
man.
fell right in a cup of tea.
There's icing everywhere.
There's frosting all over the place.
I don't want to walk through the hall and just see red icing everywhere and be like, what?
We're just
happened?
we're having a Saving Private Ryan moment with the gingerbread man in the middle of the Christmas episode.
As it should.
Sprinkles are coming over, Dan. My sprinkles.
It's cold. Everything's bright.
He's using his legs like stilts, like he's just holding them on his kneecap. Like, well,
Have we gotten it out of our system?
We could do this all night.
Will I dream?
Sugar.
All right, we should try to get back on track. I'm just saying, there's a lot more messing around to do,
We're
and
gonna
only
need
so
Cookie to
much
make a
time
new
to do
batch of
it.
icing to put in
That's
the
an excellent point.
This is
Deep
just
breath.
10 months of emotional torture finally cracking all of us.
Damn cookie crocus.
Oh, God. Okay.
That's the way no, let's move on.
We're going to get so much mileage out of this gingerbread man, guys. You have no idea.
You had to know this was going to happen.
All right. So, Redad, what are you doing in Lilithfield?
Frigging entering.
Wow. Hey,
yeah.
I mean, accurate.
You know, it
A
was
minor
going to be
felony.
tame.
A
It
minor
was
felony.
going to be
He
tame,
didn't-
but not
no.
anymore.
He didn't break.
Yeah, there's no breaking in
He
that.
didn't break.
Yeah, no,
he
there's no
just
breaking.
entered.
He just entered.
Okay. Whew. So I'm going to walk over towards Lilith's bed, pull out a little box from my backpack,
Okay.
and just put it on top of the bed. And underneath the box will be the book, Infernal Contract Law.
All right.
And then as I'm walking towards the door, I reach into my backpack and I pull out the immovable rod.
Mhm.
And I kind of walk up to the door and I'm like, no, put it away. Okay, Ginger, let's go. And put him back down on the ground. He slips under.
Climbs back out underneath.
You
Back
get
up
my
on the
legs?
shoulder. No. Don't forget my legs.
I almost want Ginger to be like the goldfish for Radan, where it's like sometimes he dies, but Radan doesn't notice, and so we all
have to
rush
get
to,
him a new
quickly
one.
make a new one.
Like Xanathar's goldfish, yeah.
You go into the basement of the crab shack and there are just cookie sheets full of
Yeah,
gingers.
there's just so many.
Yeah. Just a trail of gingerbread crumbs all the way down to the river.
It's
Like,
the
if you look
lighting
at the-
has to be such though that it makes it, you expect to see a bunch of vats with clones, but instead it's just cookie sheets.
Yeah,
It's
it's
cookie
cookie-
sheets covered
And
in
it's like if
identical
you
gingers.
actually look closely at the bottom of his left foot, there's like number
There's-
273.
Yeah, there's a number.
like number.
It's under the eyelid. In the
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger movie.
It's a limited
It's
edition.
under the gumdrop.
It says 203 of 500.
6th day.
All right, so back at the party.
Sorry. Yes.
There's
is
so
the-
much more gingerbread man humor.
We have so
go
much good
into.
Okay,
content with it.
I'm sorry. What is the newly cleaned up, sexy young Richard doing in the bar? I want to know. I imagine there's lots of ladies
Wait a
all
minute.
over.
Did Becca just show up? What the hell?
No, this is what Jonathan wants to know. Like, as a fan and viewer of the Too Many Warlocks show.
Human Richard.
Because look
Human-
at him now.
Yeah.
He looks like his
We even
proper
got
age.
new art.
finally.
I don't know if anybody noticed that, but our amazing artist, who is also in residence at the moment and sitting down there playing with her hair and looking innocent, gave us a new Richard with no
Tree parts.
tree
No
parts.
No scars.
Notice.
Yes, I'd like a better look at that sometime, but still.
Yeah. No,
Awesome.
look. And
No
he's
5
he's
o'clock
got a nice
shadow.
look.
No.
Most
He's
of
all
the
shaved.
women here are either goblins or like kobolds and stuff. So I mean, he's getting some looks, but there's still some uncertainty there. The occasional bugbear, but maybe not the right crowd for it.
No. Yeah, he's mostly just kind of sitting there, sitting at the bar, and he's handsome and good looking. That goes without saying.
Smoking and trying to
Oh,
look
what have
cool.
we done now?
He's still got
Oh, no,
that
he's-
thing going.
Whoa.
Oh no, he's just smoking, and he's just going, okay. Why do these people keep looking at me? This is worse than it was before. I mean, I could see the disdain in their eyes then. What the hell is this?
This is new.
This is a new thing, and I hate it.
The depth perception is also a weird thing, having two eyes that work the same. I'm sure that's pretty odd too.
Yeah, it's about the same. and he's just smoking. And like every time someone gives him a look, he like inhales much faster and so much more of the cigarette. Kind of just.
So once everybody makes it back to the banquet hall, Spoonie takes the main front area and stands up there and projects his voice out to everybody. All right, everybody. So there's a little bit of a tradition that before the feast, we have a little bit of a talent exposition. Sorry, I'm a couple drinks in. We have a little bit of a talent show. People come up and perform and do whatever they like. So I'd like to open it up to Bart and his amazing dummy. And Bart walks on, and he is carrying by the back of the shirt Wendell Gearstrip, who is painted on the mouth herself. And a tragedy is about to unfold. He sits down and he sets him down on his lap, and he's gonna. Hello, everybody. I'm Bart. You might know me from working in the blacksmith shop. I make a lot of really cool sharp things. And this is my friend Wendell. Hello, I am Wendell. Wait, Wendell, you're not supposed to be like evil or anything. You're just supposed to be normal. I don't know what you're talking about. This is the way I talk. Okay, so like maybe we should do a show or something. We really should have rehearsed something. I have no idea what I'm even doing up here. And it just proceeds like that for a while before eventually they move off stage. Does anybody else want to perform?
Actually, I would like to affect that performance on several occasions by casting thaumaturgy and making either, both. Let's do Bart once and then the puppet once. Each one of them farts very loudly in the middle of a sentence.
Excellent.
That was funny.
Rolda loves it. And they go on, and does anybody in the cast want to try a performance?
Oh, dear God.
Hell no.
I would, but I don't know what the hell to actually pull off.
I know how to do a thing.
Oh god.
I
Get
just
on up
pick
there.
her
So
up
do the
and
thing.
put her on the bar.
I'm going to as he's like picking me up, I'm going to grab like a candelabra or something
Okay.
off of a table.
All right.
I figured out I could do this a little while ago. And I'm going to hold it up in front of me and acid spit breath weapon all over it. That like melts away.
Smattering of applause comes up from the crowd.
That's
Move
pretty
my
cool,
drink
right?
so it doesn't drip in it.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. Rolda, I like what you've done with your hair.
I don't have it anymore. I got rid of it.
I know, that's what I like about it. I can see your real head now, eh?
Thank you. Look at the bow that Miss Lilith got for me.
That's very pretty. It goes very well with your very pretty head, eh?
Thank you.
May I
You
say
have a very
it is a
pretty
pleasure
head,
to
too.
meet you, and I bend out, like I go down on one knee and reach out sort of 2 fingers for her hand and kiss the back of her little hand.
Oh my. You have a very pretty mustache.
Well, thank you very much. Eh? I work a long time on it. Are you done with that wig?
Are you on it?
Watch it very carefully. And I summon Twitch under the wig, and then the wig just takes off. Because it's got Twitch underneath it.
Yeah, he just runs with it.
Place, yeah. All over the floor and around on the floor behind the bar, just takes off.
Did you bring it to life?
I did better than that. I put a weasel in it.
Weasels are silly animals.
They sure are, eh? Hey, Rod, I got a question for you, eh?
What?
We are inside and it is all nice and warm, eh? There's a big fire and everything, eh? You still got your cloak on?
Yeah.
There is Maybe some reason for that other than you are cold, eh? Why you don't like those wings, eh?
Well, they don't really do what they're supposed to.
You know what? Neither do these. And I hit necrotic shroud. Without the undead a part of it, just regular necrotic shroud. So I'm standing there with my bony, skeletal, non-functional wings in front of her.
So you don't like your wings either?
And I lean in really, really close to her and I said, no, I don't. And they go away.
I'm going to do a quick insight check on Guy.
All right.
To see if I notice anything else that doesn't belong. Anything else that he is covering up, perhaps. Not going to see shit. Never mind.
Never mind.
Unless you can roll worse than that. I don't know. Can you roll worse than that?
I wasn't even going to roll. He's wearing it on his face, and honestly, he probably doesn't think Rolda's wise enough to understand it anyway. But there's a look of pain on his face when he says it. No, I don't like them either. But they are part of who I am, eh? Do,
When you talk, you seem to be trying hard.
I like you very much, my little friend, eh? You see right through all the bullshit, eh? You want to hear how I really sound?
Yes.
Come outside. I don't want the others to hear, eh?
Okay.
And I'll take her just out in the hallway. We're in the keep. There's all kinds of places.
Yeah.
And just take her around the corner again, drop down on one knee and say, Rolda, it's very nice to make your acquaintance. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am a fallen angel. What the hell are you?
I'm a helper.
Can I see them? Your wings, eh?
Okay. She's not particularly shy about it, actually.
Yep. Yeah. And I give him a really good looking over. And after a couple seconds, it's I think you could make these work, eh? Mine, they don't got no muscles, no tissue, eh? They just bones, eh? But this is a real wing, eh?
Maybe. But it can be dangerous for people to know all of the things.
Oh, for sure, eh? The people that know all the things about me are hunting me down as we speak, eh?
The people that I was with, most of them, they died because they learned a thing and tried to do a thing about it.
Did a lot of them die, Rolda?
All adventurers die eventually.
That is true. Everybody dies eventually, eh? But some of them, they die sitting by the fire with their grandkids on their knees telling them stories, eh?
Not adventurers.
Yeah, adventurers. I tell you, it's true, eh?
Why do you talk silly when you don't have to?
Because I choose to, eh? This is the me I choose to be, eh? That's what this place is about. In here in this keep, you can be whoever you want to be, eh? You see the people in that room. The goblin, they are at the table with everybody else. The kobold, they are at the table with everybody else. Eh? We got demons. We got Bart. I mean, we let him stay, eh? You can't stay here, eh? I bet we even find you a room, eh?
I have been staying with the other kobolds and the goblins, and it's very nice. They are very nice. They are not mean like Rhaegar said they would be.
They are not ours, eh? There's no rude people here. It's not allowed, eh?
I don't. Sometimes, do you think the gods pick people and they tell you who you be and what you're supposed to do? Is that good?
I'm not the expert. Eh? Maybe you talk to a cleric or something about that. But I tell you this. I never met anybody in my whole life who the final choice was not theirs, eh? Maybe the god tell you what to do, but you decide whether to listen, eh?
You guys aren't like fighting with any gods, are you?
It's a loaded question.
Right at the moment.
So many.
Pick a number.
There's
Right
a
at the
little
moment, I
clown
don't
after
think
me
so.
now.
Meanwhile, Redan is somewhere scratching onto his kill list. Other gods. Question mark.
Just because this has been going on for a while, I'll shorten it. I offer Rolda a trip to the astral plane to meet some real gods.
I've met several guys. They were all very nice.
Then why are you worried, eh?
Well, because the way I usually meet them is because the people I am with make them mad and then kills them all. But not me. They give me something to do and tell me where to go. And then so I paint my shirt again and I change it and I have a new god.
And this one you have now, he's a good god, eh?
Cannonball is very nice. He killed the people that I was with, but they were not being very nice to him. They were trying to steal things out of his crypt, and they exploded a temple. So it's understandable.
I think so, eh?
And then he said, go and find the Avalon Knights Academy. And I got lost, but I made it here eventually.
I think this god of yours, I think they are very wise, eh? I think they send you to the perfect place.
Well, he said I was supposed to help a guy, but the guy was dead when I got here, I think.
You can still help him.
I can help his friends.
That's it exactly, eh?
Yes.
Let me buy you a drink, eh? We go back inside, eh?
Okay.
I show you those gods later, eh? They are nice too, eh? They are two sisters, they are nuts.
Okay.
Back into the party.
Disapproving look from Mama Cleric.
And I like to think Twitch is still running around all over the place. With
Just like he's scampering onto Twitch is scampering onto people's heads with the wig, and then leaping off.
I like to imagine the time that they were gone when you said people go and do your bit and whatnot, Lil goes up and just like starts hammering out like jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
Oh, there you go. Yes.
Nice.
I can't at the moment since I'm kind of sick. It's gonna come.
No,
Yes. But speaking of that,
But do you all want to sing it later at the show? Ooh, let's see. Oh, anyways,
I've got one.
I'll hide behind you guys. Lip sing it.
I've got one.
Okay, go for it.
All right, and this is like before Richard does it, he's gonna kind of look up and kind of ask, kind of in the best way he can, kind of ask Kashano if he can sing the song that he pretty much wrote most of it. The lovely ballad of Avalon. Yes, and I'm just gonna go, and I'm as if nothing comes back, it's just gonna be okay. Let's try it out.
Lightning does not strike you.
Right? All of a sudden, you hear Kashano's voice from the heavens. Fuck you!
That's copyright infringement.
Still, Richard is getting up on the stage, and he's just
messing with my brand. No,
I don't think Kashano died powerful enough to affect this, so I'm going to
You're
say...
implying that Kashano is not in fact a Force ghost?
Speaking of which, there might be some fun videos coming out soon.
Like, whoa!
Yeah.
That's where I draw the line.
Pen, remind me, we got to talk about that.
Anyways, yeah. I'm pretty much going to start.
Okay, go for it.
Just need a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you please, the musical stylings of Richard Bennett.
Lilith's kind of drunk.
You long for the day when you could sail away to adventure and glory far, far away. Your wretched existence still holds with persistence. Your day job is mind-numbing, stale and cliche. In stories you see what you wish you could be and lament it shan't come to pass. But I tell you you're wrong, gather round, hear my song, and prepare for adventuring class. On the Deseret River across from the field, there's an lonely keep, stocked with swords and with shields. Guarded by goblins and weapons they wield, that's where the academy is. With the meal and the smile, stop and stay for a while. Then out steps a bard with a smirk full of guile. With the wink and a grin and a downing a gin, he'll kick up his boots knowing that we'll win. AVALO and go now to the place where great heroes are made. You might not live long, but you'll live on in song. And if you ask me, it's one hell of a trade. For magic and wonder, we quest and we plunder. Our plans fall apart and our tries torn asunder. Through each test and trial, we fumble, we blunder. Our own fatal flaws are the flames that we fan. A strange path worth hewing, the facts need some skewing. As far as you know, our great deeds are accruing. Trouble is brewing, no clue what we're doing, but we'll keep on doing as hard as we can. AVALO and go now to the place where great destinies meet. If your character dies, wipe the tears from your eyes, for at least you've a story you'll never forget. If this sounds like fun, come and join us for one. Admissions are open, prerequisites none. You'll spin your own stories of fights lost and won to write your adventuring song. Don't be afraid, once a character's made, your DM will show you how this game is played. You'll learn to land blows, cast your spells and persuade. It's your tale now. Come along, AVALO and go there to the school where your stories are great. No experience required, just the will and desire to be part of our motley brigade. AVALO and go now to the place where great heroes should be. Let's kill a few hours, making friends, gaining powers in this game that we call D&D.
Fantastic!
I've listened to it so many times, but
One
it was
minute
so
something like that, so
is
we
that
can
the
have
first time
backing
you hit it
track
with the
set up
swing
for
beat?
you.
It's all right.
That was great. What's D&D?
I have never.
Death and destruction!
Had you done that ever in the swing beat before?
way we play
I
it.
really like that.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's on the.
Yeah, you posted it on the Discord.
Yes,
Yes,
for
that's right.
us.
Yeah.
good.
This
I've
version of
listened
it,
to
there
it
was
many
more
times.
of a bounce to it. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So
We'll work
sorry.
that into a nice, clean, tidy arrangement and release it for our patrons.
aha.
And possibly other stuff as well. I just like
Eventually,
sharing
other
it.
stuff.
Still, yeah. In the very out of character way, this will be available eventually.
Ah,
And by the reaction from the chat, it's going to do quite well when you do
people are
release
going to enjoy it.
Good. Again, I've listened to
That
it
was
many
amazing,
times.
man. Thank you.
All right.
It's very good.
So, once the performances are all done and things start to settle it down a little bit, eventually the meals are. What? Did you have something? Go for it.
No, it's drinks.
Oh, okay, drinks.
Many drinks. Oh, yes.
No, drinks are flowing throughout the night, and the tables are set, and everybody goes to sit down. And once everybody makes it to their assigned seats, each seat has a plate setting in front of it, and on top of the plate there is a box wrapped in a simple green ribbon with a wax seal with the symbol of the Avalon Knights Academy on it. And Cookie
Look
steps
around at
up.
everybody else.
I
Does
opened
Ro-
mine immediately.
Does Rhoda have a seat at the Knights table?
Yep. Cookie gets up. And he says to everyone, "It's been 30 years since I've been in this hall with people that I like enough to call family. In that time, I've been on a journey that I thought I'd never see this place like this again. I never thought our banners would fly, and I never thought we'd teach another generation. But that's all changed. And it's changed in part, in no small part, thanks to each and every person in this room. We found this place as a ruin. It was used to turn the minds of people to dark and evil deeds. And in the time since then, it's become a beacon, a home, for people who don't have one of their own. At the Avalon Knights Academy, when the society says no, we say welcome. When the doors close, we open ours. When the dark forces come on this world and they say this is ours, we stand in front of them and say, you just try it. So I'd like to thank everyone here, the new Avalon Knights and the new Avalon Knights Academy. I've worked together with everyone here to give you a little something special. And he lets you guys all know for your gifts.
Oh, I'm clutching at the pendant that I'm wearing.
Gilberto was like 3 seconds from casting silence so she could open the present without being rude and all of the the sound of the paper makes. I imagine she was
such
like
a pretty box.
Gilberto was doing that thing where it's like you as
Thank you,
quietly as you
Thunder.
can, right? One side at a time. Just like looking inside.
Are these boxes about sort of that big and that thick?
They're a little bit larger. They're about the size of a book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And they're boxes.
Yeah.
Checking for traps.
Okay.
16.
Okay. You don't find any traps.
You just wanted to roll dice.
No, you'll understand why later.
I'd like to insight the box. No, I'm kidding.
It's not until everybody.
has ill intent.
It's not until everybody else
Gilberto and
starts
I
opening
opened
theirs
up
that
already at this
that
point.
Roller realizes the box is not the gift.
Inside each box, there is an amulet with the symbol of the Avalon Knights Academy attached to a simple chain. There is also a badge and a pin.
There's a little me in every box.
I was gonna say pin.
P-I-N. A little pin with the Avalon Knights Academy thing. It can be used. The pin can be used to cinch together a cloak.
I mean, if it was a little
Good.
pin, then you'd be missing some fingers.
Is any of this ginger sized?
You think you can probably get the pin on Ginger?
Done.
So I just
Grabs
pictured
Ginger
he's wearing the
immediately.
amulet like some rap star. It's like this big all the way across his chest.
I can see Ginger using it as a
Chain.
shield, practically.
So you put it on
Make him a
Ginger.
mini cloak.
Ginger is like wide-eyed. He's like, for me?
You're my best friend.
You're my best friend, Radan. We're
Yeah.
knights.
We are knights, but we should have sang a song.
Oh, we should have sang a song together. Do you want to sing the best friend songs?
Not right now.
Okay. They're both like shyly humming it to each other.
I put the pin on the cloak, the badge in my pocket, and then walk over to Cookie and give the amulet back. You give me that back when I earn it, eh?
We can all
Looks
see
at it
that?
in his hand. And he turns to you and says, now, Guy, you've been to hell and back. There's not a person in here that you haven't tried to help out at one point or another. Now, I ask you as a friend, what in the hell do you think you have to do to earn it?
No, that's easy. I have to save the world, eh? And I don't do that yet. Not yet.
Then take it on in advance. I have a feeling a time will come up fairly soon. There always is.
I'll take it back. As a promise, then. A promise for things to come. And put it on and tuck it down inside my shirt where you can't see it.
As a promise for things to come. But tonight is not a night to remember the dangers soon at hand. It's to put those things aside and enjoy a good meal with friends. So let's eat. I've been slaving all day, and you don't want to let an old man down.
I already did that once. Worst mistake of my life.
I will use the pin to pin my cloak, taking off my old kind of like I got a kind of a rusty just whatever was shoved in there, and replace it because that's convenient. The amulet and badge, I just kind of look at them for a minute and I'm like, neat, and I open up a compartment on my adventurer's pack that is full of at least 24 different amulets and badges with either like team symbols or gods or guilds or different organizations.
Adventuring company.
Little bits of bloodstain and
I just gotta like drop them in there.
Yeah.
Clang, clang, clatter.
Did you all hear that conversation?
A bag full of silverware. I don't know. It would have happened in front of everybody. So if you guys were listening for it, I imagine you could have heard
We were outside, or we were in a hallway.
Yeah. You were.
So if you were trying to, you probably would have heard it.
Oh, you mean when I walked up to Cookie and gave him the thing back?
Yeah, the cookie.
Oh, that
cookie
conversation.
I
yeah.
did that as soon as he came off the stage. I wouldn't have been hiding that. He
Oh yeah,
doesn't
that
hide
would have
shit.
been in the hall.
Yeah.
Will's gonna pitch in and be like, "There's still a Carthagna destroyer." Just letting y'all know.
Yeah, and there's still an evil clown with no legs, and there's still Zelos. We don't know what that
There's
asshole.
still a lot of. The point is,
That's not a
there's
goblin.
still
We
a lot
weren't
of
supposed
shit
to talk
that
about
we have to deal with.
Guys, I don't know what to do with this.
Drink it. Oh wait, what is
I
it?
just said you don't want to let an old man down. Now shut your mouths and fill him with food.
If right.
Yeah, I start eating off the drunk. I've been drinking all day, so it's time to put some food in there and absorb some of that alcohol. So.
Will's gonna try to catch up to Guy's level, man. He's like, normally you don't have time. I don't get the
Richard is
opportunity to
giving
drink like
his
this.
terrible wheatgrass vodka mixture to people.
At least it don't taste like mint. And I look around to make sure William didn't hear that, but I look around after I said it because I'm drunk.
You know, it kind of reminds me a lot of some of the stuff my mom made. So it's not that bad, but I'm not gonna drink more than a glass of it.
Exactly. That's kind of the point of the entire thing.
It tastes like burning.
Is this
That's how you tell it's working.
because of reasons? Is this canonically after the first Patreon game?
Well, look,
Ooh.
this could be somewhere. I don't know where we want to fit it specifically in the game.
Never where you want it to be.
I
Yeah.
think she
All
wants it to be before.
I already tried to banner somebody.
No, I want it
so
to be after.
Or I meant after, sorry.
You know what? I'm just gonna roll with it.
Okay.
And Sylvetta's gonna sidle up to Pin, and she's gonna be like, "Make sure that what you're drinking is actually milk."
Yeah, I don't have that spell, but wait, was that you that did
No,
that?
it wasn't me.
I just want you to be careful.
If you look at her like that, she says, "Fuck it," and casts Zone of Truth. And she's like, "It wasn't me."
Can you cast that on yourself?
Because it's a zone.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
a
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, well, okay, fine. But how would I know if you succeeded or fit? Well, you know what? I'll take your word
And
for
Gilbetta
it.
does one of these
Guys, I promise that this isn't milk.
and points to Lilith.
You see Lil just at the bar drinking, high-fiving, and just saying, "More, please. Bring out the mead."
This will not go unpaid, Lilith Singer.
And to the casual observer, you'll notice that Richard is drinking just as much as he used to, and still
Aha.
not getting very drunk.
Yeah.
Because-
No. At the
I
end
thought
of
you were
the
going to finish
Alex
that with,
finished
and he passes
And
out.
Gilbetta, as a still sober person at this point in the evening, and she's only had like one shot. As a sober person, puts her hand on Pin's shoulder and pulls him in for like that brother type hug when you haven't seen your
The
brother
bro hug.
in
Yeah,
like 5
Ah.
years.
The platonic side hug.
And it's like full on like
The
and
platonic,
then she, like,
almost romantic hug. Got it.
pats. She likes chicks, and she pats.
That's why I said almost romantic.
she
definitely
pats
not.
like on top of the hat, as far as like to Handy. And then she lets go, and she's like, "Oh, well, well, that was enough of that." And then it goes over and has like 3 shots.
Wait, before you go, I catch you by the shoulder. I actually had a question for you because I've been doing research into something. Elves trance, right? That's a thing that y'all do.
Uh-huh.
I've been looking at texts for a long time, really, ever since the whole thing with Black Wind and dreams and nightmares. I was looking into something that would allow me to do something similar to trancing, but the information is lacking. I could ask my patron, but it seems to involve something about the moon. And so I thought speaking with your patron would maybe be, or your god.
Patron.
Sorry, your deity would probably be the best option. So I would either ask, is there a specific way? I know it's a full moon tonight, so I figured that'd be a good time to go out there and try tonight. But do I just talk to them? That's how I normally talk to gods, or do I make a sacrifice?
Nope, none of that.
Okay.
Don't go around making sacrifices.
Don't do that.
Like, do I have to get a goat?
Jovetta's like, well, A full moon isn't really ever a bad idea with Samune. We could pray to her together if you want.
I remember how that happened last time.
was
See, but the widow
different.
doesn't know
It's
that.
your boy.
So.
Oh yeah.
She's like, hold please. Hey, he wants to do a thing. So we're gonna come pray to you later. You don't have to answer now. It's fine.
Is this out
But
loud?
just so you
At least
know.
At least you're sober this time. Last time it was, hey, Salune.
No pressure. This is just a group thing. I'm not trying to set you up.
If this is out loud though, it's very validating.
yeah, she's absolutely. She's like, well, we'll talk about it later.
I knew what I was
You
doing.
probably already know. I mean, you're you. It's fine. Whatever. But miss you, girl, and and that's it.
Okay, cool. The roof later. Got it.
The roof or the river, either way.
I'm gonna walk over towards Guy while I'm hearing this.
Okay.
Guy, do you want to help me with something?
Sure, what are we doing?
When Penn and Gilbetta leave and go pray, we need to break into Penn's room. I've got a great prank.
God damn it.
You
My
should
room
know
is
that.
locked at least.
I reach into
Absolutely, for sure, help you with that. Eh?
yeah, I reach into the bag of holding and I pull out a demon skull and I'm like, put it back in.
Oh,
But
can
but
I have
like
that for
that.
like 10 minutes before we pull this stunt?
I mean, I'm kind of confused, but okay.
I can make it talk to him.
That's even better.
What do you want it to say? It's your present, you decide. Eh?
This is your real gift. That's it.
Okay, for sure. And I'll spend 10 minutes sitting in I'll again go around the corner so he can't see me, but spend 10 minutes casting magic mouth on it. I try to do Radan's voice, but it's probably not very good. Yeah, so yeah. This
That's
is your
such a
real
great
present.
spell.
Yeah. And that happens every time he touches it until it's dispelled. Like from now till the end of time.
Oh my
It
god.
never stops. That's the best part with magic mouth.
For
Every time he touches it, this is your real present.
I want to put that on the end of a mace, so every time you beat somebody with it.
This is your real present.
So, Jabetta, once you're done praying, you hear close by to you, Saluni says to give me some sugar. And Sharp kind of wraps her arms around you. Sorry, I'm about 5 drinks in.
It's okay. Also,
More like
off
7.
kilter. I want my Moonstone Hammer to say "Power of Salune, bitch!" every time I fucking hit somebody.
I'll program
Are you
it
gonna
all.
magic
It
mouth
just takes me 10
everything?
minutes. It doesn't even cost me a spell slot. It's a
An
ritual.
enchanted sword that yells "fuck" every time you swing it.
The sword that screams
that's the
the louder
regular
you
nation.
swing it.
Excellent.
I'm going to when I have see Radan, I'm going to go up and tug on him and Mr. Radan. Everybody is giving presents, and I have something that I think that you would enjoy.
You're a good friend. This is acceptable.
Can I show you outside?
Yes.
Okay. I'll lead him out, and I'll be like, okay, now close your eyes.
I close one eye.
I'm not paying that close attention. I walk 10 paces away, turn around, and shoot him with the pixie gun. I don't have it on my character sheet, so I don't know what to do with that.
It's okay. That's fine. Doody doody doo.
How did you know that to be free of my mortal shackles was what I want?
Because he asked me to.
I will
Alright.
try to shield Jinja from this blast.
I rolled so many 6s.
I'm a demon.
Okay. So that's 19 damage of a lightning and fire nature.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
Are you okay?
I'm gonna pretend to die.
Oh no!
In the snow.
I'm gonna run over and start casting Revivify.
Oh,
And it doesn't work.
I'm gonna start casting Cure Wounds.
I'm assuming we all hear this as someone screams out.
Oh, and does the gun make a sound when it's fired?
Yeah, it sounded like a
gunshot?
lightning strike and an explosion.
And then Rolda screaming, yeah, out the door.
I assume we're
What's
all
happening?
outside.
He wanted me to do it. I didn't know it was gonna hurt him. He sounded like he knew what he was doing. I don't know what happened.
I'm gonna start switching.
He's like,
Radan's
no,
sort of
no.
standing there,
You better-
smoke coming off of him.
He's not breathing.
I'm
He
twitching.
doesn't have to breathe, Rolda. It's
My
Wait, he doesn't
leg
have
is
to breathe.
twitching.
no.
No. I'm gonna go
Ah,
kick
come
him down
on!
the
She
head.
slaps him.
Roll over laughing.
You just see me drinking heavily in the corner. That's Radan for you. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Rolda, how often can you do that? Does that thing work all the time?
I don't know, but I don't think I want to do that a lot. I thought I was about to meet another god and have to go to a new place.
It's okay.
There's one at every party, yeah, one that always goes too far.
it's,
It's
He
usually
asked me to
you.
do it.
Oh,
nobody
no, I meant him,
notices.
Rolda, not you, eh?
Nobody notices, but Jin just slowly puts a sharpened candy cane back behind his back.
Nice.
Ninja.
Next time I ask you to use something like that on me, maybe do it in the moment though. But that was good. I appreciate that.
I think next time I'm just gonna let someone else do it.
Rolda, how old are you? And do you want a drink?
She's been drinking.
I've been drinking alcohol. No.
Oh, cool.
No, I
Here,
haven't
I'll
been
toss
drinking.
it.
Oh, okay.
I have not been
yes,
drinking
no,
alcohol.
she does not.
I'm 6 winters? 7 winters. 5 parties, teams. 7 winters?
All right. No alcohol for you.
Not sure what the legal age is for kobolds.
I think worms.
Right? I
but-
don't know.
Like
according to Chris Perkins, they only live for 17 days. So what? You get to drink
Well,
after 4?
I mean,
What- how
you
does
know,
that-
part of that's occupational.
Yeah, do we all get to drink no matter what because we work in an adventurers guild?
Look, I mean,
Like, do you want to give
Well,
a child
I'm 300
alcohol?
years old,
It's like-
so like.
the police carts roll up.
I feel like there's a fair amount of sovereignty within the keep.
I mean, like Richard.
Who hasn't been at
19
that
and
party
runs
where
a
the cop
bar.
showed up and ID'd everybody at the door on the way out? Come on, who hasn't been to that party?
I never have. That's not.
No?
a
Oh,
thing that
I was
I've
at that party every
experienced.
weekend for like 4 years.
That's
Yeah,
not
no,
a
I
thing
didn't.
I've
I just went out the other door, so.
I was at the parties with Smash Brothers and like Pop and Chips.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Oh,
we're
wow.
either really cool or really lame, depending on the
So-
circles you run.
I was at the parties where the brothers were smashing each other, so that was the living room.
Oh
I
god.
hope you mean fighting, but
I
anyway.
was.
Yeah.
It, by
I
party.
realized.
Sorry, my
do you
phrasing
mean-
button
thank you
isn't
for
showing
making
up
that
right.
filthy. That was
Like,
bad enough as it was. and-
By party, do you mean sitting
Merry
alone
Christmas.
in your room? Is that? is
No,
that the
that's
same
now.
thing?
I used to
There
have
we go.
friends. I used to drink and have like social life and friends and stuff. So.
Excuse
Like
me.
what?
I
We're
quit
all
drinking
here
and
now.
Okay, so Redan is not dead.
Like.
Okay, so kobolds
Okay,
are
wait.
considered mature. by
Mr.
age.
Inferno. Yeah, Mr. Inferno says 8 years old is considered mature for a kobold. So
There you go.
So no.
Yeah, so you
No.
know,
teenager.
Almost. One more
fairly
winter.
mature. One more winter, and then you can have all you want.
We can party with Rolled as an adult.
Radolta.
She's definitely drank alcohol before, though.
I mean,
Wasn't big on it.
teenagers drink, right?
No.
I don't like
Not
the,
at all. No.
That would
I don't
be
like the
illegal,
Bernie
immoral,
drinks.
and bad for your health.
I mean, definitely. Any teenagers watching this, you shouldn't drink before you're however old you need to be in your state or province.
Thank you for that public service announcement.
But you know, if it's just between us, we can do it properly.
So Radan is still alive. I'm still not sure what that big sound explosion was, but I'm gonna go back inside because it's cold out here.
Jobetta probably has a decent idea of what that sound was based on context clues and previous conversations.
You have an inkling.
It's all okay. I just farted really hard.
Yeah, okay. Jobetta goes back inside.
It's even eating as I'm walking back inside.
Still steam coming off my body.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Ew.
Little sparks dancing across your eyebrows.
Yes, because clearly one farts from the chest.
I was thinking of the lightning gun that he got shot with. I'm assuming that Rhoda would have put that away by the time we got out there, because by the time we got out there, she's trying to save his life, right?
Oh yeah.
After she
We
shot
haven't
him,
seen
she
it.
probably just would have just like, she would have still been holding it because she was told to hold on tight. So, but she still got it in her hand, but she's not paying attention to him. Y'all see it. Y'all see what did the deed.
Yeah.
The item.
The smoking gun.
I like it out here. It's nice and cool out here. It's kind of refreshing. So I go back inside and I get my snowshoes out of my room and I come back out here and I go for a run around the outside of the keep.
Sure.
Drunk snowshoe running in the dark. That should be fun.
Have you started your bender with Whistle Whip? So what kind of demons are you seeing?
Well, I mean, we're not actively adventuring, so yeah, Guy is in all likelihood at least mildly hallucinating at this point. He's very, very drunk and mildly hallucinating, as always.
I forgot.
Unless we're on the job.
I forgot that I was gonna wrap Guy's present in paper that had like something on it that if it came in contact with your skin, it absorbed and it was like hallucinogenic.
Well, there you go.
But
You did, and I'm buzzing.
Oh well,
So-
there you go. Oh, by the way,
in that
that's
case,
the
I'm
correct
outside chasing something around the outside of the keep that only
get
I can
you.
see. In snowshoes, in the dark.
Yeah, he'll probably be fine.
I'm
You
cranking
Warlock
alone. Roger
friends,
that.
Yeah.
I
was
immediately
that?
mage hand that paper into the fire and like, don't touch that. It's fine. No, nobody else touched that.
A little later in the night, you see Guy with a piece of it that he kept there. I was licking it.
He's got it like stuck to his eyeballs. Like,
I can't see. Oh wait, that's okay. I can see monsters.
like contacts.
God.
Just
Yeah.
All right, so Guy is on a hallucinogenic trip outside.
Every single one shot since we finished season 1.
Does anybody else have any scenes that they want to?
I'm waiting for Penn and Gilbetta to go pray.
Okay.
I think I've
All
dumped
right, then
enough
you gotta
roll the
come get
lore for
me,
tonight.
right?
Yeah. Richard is not appearing again for a long time after this. So get
All
your
right.
Richard moments out.
I don't even know
We
that
can come
guy.
and see him anytime we want. You'll be in Waterdeep.
All right. So the night progresses, festivities ensue, drinks are had, frostbitten geese eventually make their way back inside
Yep.
after their long runs.
Well, I start to sober up. Have to have a drink.
Yeah.
I'll cure his frostbite.
And it gets later and later at night, and the full moon is out, and you guys can go pray if you like.
I'm
Jabetta
following
would-
your lead.
oh well.
Oh well.
That's gonna be a bit of a problem. Because
It's
I was
your
about
god.
to say the same thing. You're the one that wants stuff.
Fine. Well, I don't know. In my heart of hearts, I feel like the roof is the best place to go. But you said river, so should we pray together independently? Do I just use you as a reference? Like,
I can write you a letter of recommendation.
just be like,
Dear
hey, does
God
the
over
name?
gods.
He,
Does
dear
fucking not
Selene,
mean anything?
he likes dead stuff, but it's not like in a well, it is in a weird way, but
I was gonna
like-
ask her
To
about
the
that
God
in
of
my,
my concern. Just let her start.
in my prayer sesh. I was gonna be like, so undead, we're cool, right? Like, because That's kind of my whole deal.
The roof is fine.
To the roof.
Gilbetta realizes that maybe not everybody is as attuned to super cold, freezing water as she is.
I am super comfortable outside right now. I have double frost resistance.
Well, Gilbetta doesn't know that, so
Yeah. So
Half
you guys,
of which causes incessant guilt.
it's fine.
I think you want it to.
I'm going to keep telling you it does until it does.
you make
Nice
your way
and
to the
toast.
roof, and it's brisk. It's a clear night. You can see all the stars in the sky. You can see the moon high above, and there's a light snow on the ground all around you. And actually, it's quite beautiful out here. You, of course, can see, trails of snowshoe footprints followed by the occasional body print scattered about.
Yeah.
And it's just the two of you out there.
All right. So I've only done this like once or twice before.
Oh, you've
that I
done
can
it.
remember. I did it once. We went to a temple of Selune when we were looking for Sharp. That was interesting.
Did she answer you?
Maybe, like, we found Sharp and the preacher. I don't know what they're called, but the guy at the temple, that dude, as he saw me praying, very well, mind you, he must have been impressed at how good I was doing. I must be really good at it. And he came up to me and was like, by the way, here's some other place. And it led us to Sharp. So I was kind of like, I thanked her because I thought it might work that way. And I might as well be grateful if it did, but I don't know. She might have just not had anything to do with it. So it could have gone either way.
Well, there's really not a right or wrong way to pray. It kind of depends on your relationship with the deity. I prayed, did the whole sitting on my knees, hands together, head bowed, praying for about 50 years. She never answered me. And then one day, in the middle of the altar, I literally stood up and said, "Are you fucking kidding me? It's been 50 years. What the fuck? Can you just give me some kind of fucking sign?" And then things started changing.
So she responds to profanity?
I think she responds more to being genuine.
I can do genuine.
Because when I finally was who I was when I was trying to talk to her is when things started to change. It was when I was hiding behind the rules and orders of the church that I didn't really get anywhere.
I think I can do that.
That's why I'm always myself, even if I'm not talking to her. Because that's the truest way that I can worship her and serve through her, is to be myself.
Yeah, I'd say there's probably not much more important than being who you're going to be.
Yeah. So when you pray to her, just do what feels right. If it feels right to sit on your hands and knees and clasp your hands together, do that. If you're like me and it feels right to shout to the sky, do that. Or something in between.
I think I could do that. Do you stay for this, or do I do this on my own?
I want to see this, so I'm not going anywhere.
And I just whip around and I point at the moon with my book open, and I'm just like, "What's up, Selune? It's your boy, Penathan Wright."
And Jobetta in her head is like, "Oh, please, please." Respond, please. This is great. But like, wait like 30 seconds.
So, I'm a necromancer. I'm also a warlock. You may not know the Grand Archivist, the Great Archivist. That's like my dad, but not really. I love him so much. Anyway, I'm here with your acolyte, Gilbetta Fakenot, huh? And I also helped save Shano the Sharp, so like, you know, I feel like I did good. And there's the full moon. It's beautiful.
And Gilbetta under her breath is like, I'm gonna marry that girl.
And yeah, I just I'm trying to never sleep again. I like sleep, but like I could be doing so much more reading and like necromancy, like other such sorts. So like, you know, if you have any information on that, I heard it's like your expertise. So, you know, just trying to open a dialogue here, and there's that awkward, just like.
So there's a long pause, and Javetta, you hear in your head,
Yeah.
what is he doing?
And
You and I have like a special thing.
yeah,
Like I can't just talk to everybody like
I know.
this.
She's like, Jabetta's like, he's new. He doesn't.
Like
I told him to be himself.
he's wishing for something. Does he think I'm a genie? Like
I don't. He wants. It's this, and this. Joetta's saying this out loud, so Pin is just hearing the Joetta side of
You
this.
can tell that she's talking to her god, not you. Yeah. Oh.
And Joetta's like, what is the thing? What's the thing?
What? It's called. I think in the texts I read, it's called having the aspect of the moon.
Okay. Do you know what that?
Yeah. Okay. He wants
Okay.
the aspect of the moon.
How does he? How?
He's already the acolyte of somebody else. Like I don't know.
Yeah, but like.
So
Oh
you
wait, no, I can't hear this.
I mean, I could give him a trial that he could earn it. Maybe that could be a thing.
Good luck.
Okay, well, no, you look.
But I mean, he's
You
not a
are
bad,
my
he's not a
acolyte.
bad guy.
Hang on. You are my acolyte. As my acolyte, bestow upon this initiate a trial to gain the favor of the moon.
So, what do I make him do?
Whatever you want. I place this in your hands.
Oh my god, open roast.
Oh man! So like.
And you've got like 3 weeks of real time to think of something.
Yeah, and so Jovetta's just kind of like, wow, okay, so so his fate rests in my hands, and she says it a little too, like she's a little too excited,
like hands wringing.
Yeah.
I have absolute control.
And she's
Handy's
completely
behind
ignoring
pulling
Pin
on his
at this
collar,
point.
trying to make him leave.
I tried to be cool. I thought we were cool.
No, you're cool. If she didn't smite you, so it's fine. This is interesting. I'll see if he's got the undead thing. It's a little much, but I'm right here.
Well, look, I'm delegating this to you now, so I mean, have fun with it. And,
Okay.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it.
Okay. Well, I'll fill him in on the haps.
Okay.
And yeah. Hey, also, can you like? I'm gonna marry Sharp. Okay.
Okay.
It's gonna happen.
Do you want me to bless the union? Like, what are we doing here?
Yes. Well, yeah. She's well.
Are you gonna build that temple that she has planned?
Yeah. Well, fuck yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe get married there. That'd be nice.
Well, that I was planning on that, and I need to get.
Also, change your fire alarm.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There's really high ceilings here, and I don't have any step stools, so it's a bit of a problem. But
all you need is a hammer and a stick. That's fix that problem, no problem.
She's like, but we're gonna do it there, and the big thing is trying to figure out somebody who can officiate it.
Okay.
So, if you have any.
I will.
Maybe if he passes the trials.
There's multiple now.
There's a list, and it's getting longer.
I can hear her talking to you, so I know you heard me.
Most of these are just chores.
Clean Jobetta's room.
The trials.
She says maybe he could officiate if things go to plan.
Yeah, I mean that, or if he doesn't pass the trials, I can send a vision to somebody to come on out and do that.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. I'll work with him. Maybe we can get him up to speed.
Sure.
I can't tell if you're being rude or really nice. It doesn't sound like it's great.
She's like, anyway, thanks for, really everything you do. I know I'm a pain in the ass most of the time. All the time. But I would could go to the ends of the earth to shut up. I would go to the ends of the earth to serve you in your name.
Why, you're my champion. So build the temple and we'll call it even.
Fuck yeah. And then there's a message prayer channel closed.
Salune has left the chat.
You are out of prayer minutes. Please get more prayer minutes and reinstall them.
Okay, thanks.
You can have Roll to perform your wedding, but it'll be a Kellenvor wedding, so it's till death do you part and not a moment longer.
Yeah, and Jobetta kind of looks at Pin after all that, and she's like, she stands
Pin's
up.
like, as long as you want, we'll make it work.
Yeah, she stands up because she had been literally laying on the roof like this, just
yeah.
And she stands up and she's like, we'll figure something out. She told me to give you some Salune trials.
Which are?
If you pass the trials, then maybe she can throw some aspect of the moon your way.
Are these like go fetch a bucket of water, or
I don't know. Well,
go
she left it up to
slay
me,
a
so
beast?
you're kind of fucked.
You could make it literally push something off a building. Yay, we're done. Is what it
No, it can't. No.
Well, I'll earn it. I'll earn it regardless. But I'm just a little.
I know
upset
you
I
will.
didn't get any dialogue.
I know you will. But
Also,
your
you
own
would
dad
not-
won't even hug you.
You also would not go to the ends of the earth to shut up, and we both know that. I don't know what happened there.
Wait,
I
what?
missed something. You were like, I would go to the ends of the earth to shut up.
Yeah, she interrupted me.
Okay, interesting dynamic y'all have.
No, but
I was going to say, this is the lesson he draws from this. I wasn't rude enough.
Yeah,
She'll
right.
talk to me if I am more obnoxious.
But yeah, so I'll figure it out. I'll let you know.
I guess I have to go to sleep tonight.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a long term.
You have a lot of things to do.
Yeah, I'll type you up a list. Basically, you're my bitch now.
Oh my God.
It's a pretty great situation for me.
You are now my intern.
Until my God tells me otherwise.
Oh God.
No,
One
but
of
it's
these
going to be
is-
something appropriate. I just have to figure out what that is.
I can keep
So-
doing undead though, right? Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
I
So the-
mean, I don't give a shit.
The evening unfolds.
We broke into Penn's room.
Eventually, Penn returns to his room to find a demon skull that says that this is your real gift.
I had way more planned.
What were you
Oh
gonna do?
God!
I have 4 skeletons, full skeletons in my bag,
Okay.
and a full demon skeleton. So I was gonna help
Okay.
see if Guy could help me set them up in like seductive poses all around his room.
Oh, absolutely. Yep. Oh,
And
yeah.
then
You.
the demon one would be holding just a journal and then a quill, and inside the book it says, "Speak to the pen, tell it to write."
Aw.
Yeah, I have no idea what he put in the book because I'm putting the skeletons in absolutely obscene combinations.
All right. So in addition to the demons, you also see this bizarre assembly of skeletons and this journal that says "Speak to the pen and tell it to write."
This is I had mixture of emotions, really. I mean, I'm happy to have it all, but why is that one doing that to the? Anyway, I'll pack these up later. And hello, Pen, right? Or is this just a pun?
And the pen writes down what you said.
Ah, it's a pun and it's functional. That's hands free.
So that unfolds, and the evening progresses, and meals are had, and songs are sung. Gifts are shared, and pranks are pulled. God internships are handed out. People are encouraged to take off their masks and show off their wings. And in the little place known as the Avalon Knights Academy, where everyone can be themselves and find a home, the Feast of Returns goes on into the night until a new morning and a new era dawns for the Avalon Knights Academy. And that's where we will end our special today, guys.
Oh, thank God.
Good, because you down here made me cry the
I
first
kept
time you went
waiting
down
for-
that road.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we see on the hill.
The darkness! No,
God damn it.
I'm not
No,
going to do that.
that cookie speech, dude. I was waiting for it. I thought I was ready for it. I was not ready for it. It crushed me. That was amazing. Thank you.
I'm just glad there's no cutscene, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, there's
Stop
no
reminding him.
sinister.
That was your gift.
There's no sinister shit that goes on extra. You guys get to have this nice
That was
time.
an amazing session at the end of an amazing year. Thank you, Puck, and thank every other one of you that's here too. This has been unbelievable this last year, and I have never gamed with a group like this. I've gamed for a lot of years, but I've never had this much talent in one room, and it is amazing, unbelievable.
We got a nice thing going here. I'm really happy to be a part of it. So thank you everybody for joining us for the Feast of Returns. Look forward to doing it next year.
By the way, Feast of Returns for somebody that worked in retail. Thank you. That was comically funny the whole night as soon as I saw it.
I kept waiting for that joke to be made.
Ha-ha!
Okay. January 5th, Feast of Returns. This is
Yeah,
an official thing, guys.
Yep.
Make it a
We're
thing in the
gonna-
world. Hashtag Feast of Returns.
Hashtag Feast of Returns. We're going to
It's-
add traditions. There's going to be ugly Feast of Returns sweaters.
I'm going to say the IRL version is where you return any gifts that sucked. And if you can get cash for them or transferable gift cards, you spend it on food.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea.
I was gonna say, is that what we should have done tonight? Is everything we've gotten from each other over the past year? If we didn't like it, we just give it back.
Just give it back.
Regift it all.
Feed the staff.
So yes, for those of you who don't know what's going on, the Avalon Knights Academy shows, both Mercs of Mischief and Too Many Warlocks, or possibly they might be kind of shifting names. I don't know, but those are going to be coming back in February, I understand, Puck?
Yes, they will be. The first weekend of February. So that is February the 2nd and 3rd. So be looking for those coming out. In the meantime, we've got a couple other projects that we're working on.
Oh my God! Thank you, Faded.
Thank you.
Dude.
Faded
going
Road, our
on?
patron.
I love you, but what do you do for a living?
Hey man,
Does it require extra schooling, and can I do it?
Damn.
That's amazing. Speaking of which, how about for our fans, the people that actually watch us do this? I mean, come on, that's amazing. Every single one of you blows my mind that you would actually sit around and watch us play this game. I mean, it's fun to play, but I can't believe that you guys watch it.
Yes, and the support we've seen pour in over the course of the last year has been just huge, more than we've ever expected. Yeah. Thank you so much for all of that. We've seen that people want to support more, and we wanted for those who can and those who want to, we want to try to give you a little something extra. So we're going to have some of these one shots and special stuff rolling out on Patreon. There's also a tier where you can play with Puck at the table. So check out our Patreon if you want to see more of that sort of stuff. But if you can't, we're glad just to have you around, be part of the community. Yeah. Check out our Discord, check us out on Twitter and Facebook, and tell your friends about us if you enjoy the show. That's really the biggest thing you can do to
spread it
help
around,
us grow.
Tweet about it. Pressure other influential people to come be on our show.
And the more we grow,
there's still a couple of them that
can...
haven't said yes.
Also, if there's anyone out there who's got some background in programming, especially server-side JavaScript, hit me up because we got some projects we're trying to work on, and we'd love to get some help.
We're always looking for new talent for certain things.
Yes, and if I can interject with a bit of my thing. This is just because we're talking about the community. As you know, I run a lovely blog. It's called Start Adventurer. You can actually see the lovely Faded Ruins poems on there too. It is awesome.
Ah.
He's put them all there.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. And if anyone is very happy and wants to do more poetry or has any fun stuff that they want to send our way, send it our way.
Our Discord, we have a fan art channel where you can post everything up there, and we want to tell people about stuff like that comes in too. So please let us know about it.
All right.
One thing I'll drop in, it is going to be a number of weeks before the Risen from the Ruins, the Mercs of Mischief, and Too Many Warlocks comes back. But to fill the gap, on Tuesdays, starting day after tomorrow, we're back with Deadlands.
Ho!
So the Deadlands crew will return, and we'll see what happens after this weird midsummer party where nobody was allowed to talk about the dead.
All right. Well, thank you again, everybody, for joining us. Give us those follows. Be sure to like and subscribe. Spread it around. And if you're catching us on YouTube, we do a live show. You should watch it on Twitch, too. Again, thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you to all of my wonderful players for coming out for the Feast of Returns. And as the very first Feast of Returns in ages ends, thank you to everyone. And may all of your journeys end with a warm fire to return to. Until next time, see you next time, because we're not in class.
Romancer, wing wong wombi, it's a skeleton and zombie and a ghoul and a ghast and a vampire song. Nate got married to his goth girl wife, had 5 daughters, lived a happy life. Wing wong wombi, it's a skeleton and zombie and the ghoul and a ghast and a vampire song. I won't take long, no need to be vague.